We were celebrating Friday 30 seconds ago, and now, of course, we are back in the same cycle because it is Monday, and hopefully this time around it will not be 49 July again, because July was the longest month ever. Nevertheless, you're watching Smell the Coffee with Diana Master, and I'm Riza Quayo. How you doing, sweetie pie?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I am tired. Oh my gosh.
I'm tired.
The girl is booked and busy.
Love that. Love
We
that.
don't talk about how tired you get
When you're booked and
when you're
busy.
booked and busy.
Yes.
But I saw a post that said, I can't complain about having too much on my plate when the goal was to eat. And that's the word of the day.
Oh, that's so brilliant.
Yes.
So smart. I can't complain about how much is on my plate
Yes.
when the goal
Or
was to eat. Oh, love.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna tweet that.
Yes.
Is it? Do people still say tweet or X? I'm gonna X that.
I'm going to X that. No, but X that sounds like you're chopping it. Like
Yes.
I'm going to X that. No.
Okay, I'm gonna tweet that.
You're gonna
Retweet.
Retweet. Speaking of cooking and things on the plate.
Yes. The question for today is, would you date somebody who can't cook? Is it a deal breaker for you if your partner cannot cook? Who should cook, the woman or the man? Or the chef?
Or the chef. To me, it is honestly not a deal breaker if
Yeah.
my person can't cook. Cooking is a labor of love for me, right? So if I love you, if I love you, I'll cook for you. I'm always there like, Chomi, I'm going to make what, and I'm going to bring
Yeah,
it for
you owe me food. Since
I
the
do.
last time that you gave me food,
What do
you
you want?
actually ended up going with the food back home. And I
Yes.
never ate the food.
What do you want now?
So
What
you're
should I
not
make
giving
you?
sweetie.
What should I make
Surprise
you?
me.
Should I surprise
Surprise
you?
me.
So for me, cooking is a labor of love.
Yeah.
So if I love you, I want to cook for you. But for myself, I'm like, whatever, right? So honestly speaking, if anything, like I'm saying, I wouldn't mind if my partner can't cook, because I'm going to cook for him and I'm going to spoil him. If he can cook, even better. But if he can't, then that's totally fine.
I don't know. I hope it's not a deal breaker for men who like me because I can't cook to save my life.
It's giving Beyonce. Beyonce
No.
said, I look like I can't cook. That's true. I can't.
I can't cook. I'm good at a lot of other things. I'm
But
smart.
cooking.
I'm hot. I'm good at a lot of things, but cooking. It's not that I can't cook. I, one, don't enjoy cooking. Two, I just don't care for it that much. I cook because I have to eat.
Yes.
I don't cook because
You want to.
I want to.
Oh, there's this recipe that I wanna
There's
try.
this recipe that I'm exploring. No. But if I do put a meal together, you will enjoy it.
Yeah.
And you will be full. You
But
will be
it's once in a
satisfied.
while. But it's once in a
Yes.
blue moon.
It's not like something where I'm really excited to go and cook. I'm not excited to cook, but I can cook. But I can't make like chef-likey dishes. Don't expect me now to make, I don't know.
Like a gourmet meal.
Exactly.
No, my husband, shame, baby. I'm
Nah.
going to fatten you up because I'll just be there cooking.
Yes.
I have like recipes saved that I want to try out,
nice.
all of those things. But I would say maybe it's also because I enjoy the traditional roles, which is, the wife cooks. And I know for some people that's backwards thinking. But as Diana, I enjoy those traditional roles. You bring home the bacon, I make the bacon.
Okay.
You know,
okay, cool.
that's
I don't
for
know,
me.
perhaps I should bring the bacon.
Yeah, if you
And
bring the bacon, then he must make the bacon.
Somebody else must make the bacon.
And I think it's good that you guys understand each other. Once upon a time here on Smell the Coffee, we had a marriage counselor who came in, and she said, it's important that your partner knows you. She says she hates cooking, like she absolutely hates it. Her partner, on the other hand, he loves cooking. So he does all the cooking in the house. Even when the families come over, he does the cooking. But they don't understand why he must be the one to do the cooking, and why she, as a woman, is not cooking. And the husband said, no, but this is my wife. I knew exactly what I was marrying into. I knew exactly who she was. And I personally don't mind cooking. So it's fine.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
Shout out
And
to
as
him.
partners, stand up for your people.
And as partners, you know what you can do together? You can do a cooking class for bonding purposes.
Oh, yeah.
It's absolutely cute. There are
Yes.
so many classes that you can take in this Ventuk. So if that's something that you're interested in, go for it. And on that note, we will be right back after the break, and we will be talking all things MacG, Sol Penduka, Podcast and Chill, and Mini Dlamini.
Again.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
Before we get into the MacG drama, let's get into some bizarre news. Adult pacifiers are trending in China for stress relief and sleep, but doctors are warning of health risks. Adult pacifiers, which claim to relieve anxiety and improve sleep, have become a trending product in China, sparking concerns from doctors and internet users. Some online shops claim they sell more than 2,000 such items a month. They are described as being the bigger than the baby version and sell for between 10 and 500 yuan, which is between 1.4 USD and 70 US dollars. The news outlet The Cover reported. Many shops say that adult pacifiers offer stress relief and help with sleep. Some say the products can also help people quit smoking and assist with proper breathing. The nipple part is transparent and the shield comes in a variety of colors, the Post found. It is high quality, soft, and basically easy to use for stress relief. Now, somebody said, I feel comfortable sucking it. It does not impede on my breathing. One buyer said on a leading shopping platform, it is amazing in helping me quit smoking. It gives me psychological comfort and makes me not so fidgety during my smoke cessation periods, said another person. A third buyer said, when I am under pressure at work, I suck on the dummy. I feel I am indulged in a sense of safety from childhood. But doctors have warned of potential health risks. The potential damage to customers' mouths by the pacifiers is intentionally played down by their sellers. Tang Kaomen, a dentist in Chengdu, Sichuan province in southwestern China, was quoted as saying, using pacifiers over a long period of time may limit a person's ability to open their mouth and cause pain when chewing, he said. By sucking the dummy for more than 3 hours a day, the position of your teeth may change after a year, said Tang. The doctor also warned that parts of the dummy could be inhaled while a person is asleep. The real solution is not to treat themselves as a child, but to face the challenge directly and to solve it. This product has provoked a lively debate on social media after being viewed more than 60 million times on one platform. Somebody commented and said the world has become so mad that adults are using pacifiers.
I am mad. I am the world that has become so mad.
That adults are using pacifiers.
I am so mad. Like,
Yeah.
I am livid. Like, why?
Why?
As
As a
an
baby,
adult.
did you used to suck your thumb?
No.
I also didn't suck my thumb. But even pacifiers, I allegedly hated pacifiers. The same with my daughter. I think at like 6 months, she was so done with the pacifier. She's like, ugh, what is this? But I see 3-4-year-olds still sucking on pacifiers, and I'm like, and for my daughter, because we love sleeping, right? So as a baby, she would cry, and I would never actually like wake up and actively sit up and breastfeed. I would just feed her as she slept, you know, just put the boob in her mouth. So then when I recently went with her to the dentist and I said she grinds her teeth, and the doctor's like, that's because when she used to fall asleep, she'd fall asleep with the boob in the mouth. And then when she'd like bite or whatever, the boob is already there because I've fallen asleep and she has the boob in her mouth. So the grinding of the teeth was basically some sort of comfort for her. Yes, because she was so used to constantly having something in her mouth. So I honestly think orthodontists and dentists and all of those teeth specialists, I don't think they agree with using pacifiers past a certain age. And as a mom, I honestly think even with my next baby, by 6 months...
Why as an adult, you are 35 with a
And you're there.
pacifier? I understand, the reasoning. It calms me down. I'm not agitated and so forth and so on. But can't you find
Other coping mechanisms?
You know what I mean?
But apparently even people that are, I don't know if it's autistic or it's a sensory thing. Like I think some...
But let us not judge the people.
Let us not judge the people.
To each their own.
To each their own.
I think to each their own.
Yes.
But nonetheless, let's move on to another story. TV personality and... television personality Minnie Dlamini has filed a 2.5 million lawsuit against podcaster MacGyver McG Mukwevo and co-host Saul Penduka in the Equality Court, accusing them of hate speech, harassment, and gender-based discrimination. And this is according to a Sunday World report. The legal action follows remarks made on Podcast and Chill, where McG speculated about Dlamini's private life, implying that her alleged relationship failure were due to personal hygiene issues. Dlamini has described the comments as dehumanizing and damaging to her dignity. She now seeks 1 million rand for the impairment of her dignity and a further 1.5 million rand to be paid to a women's rights organization. This comes after years of alleged ongoing harassment from the show, which Dlamini claims intensified after she publicly reported or supported actress Amanda DuPont in a separate gender-based violence case.
Normalize suing people. Yes.
The context is that MacG on his podcast made remarks pertaining to Dlamini's private parts. Right.
Saying that her husband left. The reason that their relationship failed was because she had bad body odor.
Yes.
Something along those lines.
Not something along those lines. It was exactly that.
Okay.
But he did not say husband. He said why relationships failed. Yes, I think if I'm... Yes. Yes, he said the girl's relationship.
You know what I love about Minnie?
Failed.
She doesn't need the money, which is why she's saying the other 1.5 million should be paid to a women's
rights organization.
Because men get off on running their mouths. Normalize keeping things to yourself. Think it, don't say it.
It's just odd that I find it so odd that men would go around talking things like that.
But they're men.
Exactly. That's why they should not say anything.
Which is why I am all for Minnie suing. I love that she sued. Everyone was like, oh, she must just forgive and move on. No,
she rejected the apology. She said she's not taking the apology. There should be accountability.
Run me my Rex.
Yes.
You better have my money, as Rihanna said.
But now the conversation is like, why is she also suing Saul? Because Saul was just there. Saul is the co-host. Saul is not the one that made these remarks.
But
he was just there.
Didn't he laugh or agree at some point?
He did not agree. I think he just did not. He did not say anything.
It is what it is. It's both of them. So I guess.
And I think the issue is that when somebody is being cyberbullied and you retweet, you share, you laugh,
you're also cyberbullying.
You are endorsing it. If you don't say anything also, you are endorsing that behavior. Because if you're against it, you would have spoken about it. Sometimes silence is like
silence
an agreement.
Is an answer.
Yes.
Silence is an answer. But nevertheless, that does bring us to the end of our top stories. We'll be right back with our guest segment.
I'm joined in studio by one of the co-founders of Edu Game, Tutaleni. Good morning and welcome to Smell the Coffee.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How is your morning so far? Have you had coffee?
Of course. I've had some Kenyan coffee this morning.
Ooh, fancy, fancy. Now, getting right into the interview, I first want to start off with the Edu Game. Can you talk about the business? And I understand that it's a partnership between two different companies.
Yes. So, Edu Game Namibia is an innovation hub that focuses on creating a sustainable environment around game development in Africa and Namibia, which is why we have an academy that specifically works with neurodivergent kids and kids from all across background where they have to create the game. So how EduGame Namibia was created was myself and Bogan Weiss, we first met at Creative Entrepreneurship Program, CEP, which was run by the Goethe Institute in Dololo. So both of us were the last 3 finalists. So by then I had my personal company, TL Entertainment, which creates games and it does events around gaming. And Bogan had Vision Media Drafting, which focuses on VR and architectural designs. So we got together, and I think in the space of 30 minutes, we indirectly pitched EduGame to each other, and it was born from there.
Wow, wow, amazing, amazing stuff. And it's so important for companies to collaborate and, you know, to not work in silos.
Mm-hmm.
Getting into the high school game design, I understand that there is an upcoming NAST MTC High School game design, GEM. What inspired the creation of this?
So this is not the first time we've been doing game jams. My personal company, TL Entertainment, has been doing game jams since the time of inception in gaming in Namibia. So that was like maybe 6-7 years ago. So MTC and NAST, we decided to partner with them so that we could create a NAST game jam that focuses on kids creating a game based on mathematics. So as we all know, mathematics and language subjects in Namibia are the underperforming subjects in the country, and these are the 2 subjects that you really need to excel in life or excel anyway, right? It can be up for debate, but it's one of those. So languages, obviously, when it comes to English, all companies require you to speak English, maybe 80% of them in Namibia. So, but just moving back to the mathematics one, the mathematics one is something we thought is going to be exciting for children, because I personally, if I was a kid, I would have trained this, because we had life problems and then you have math problems you need to solve, and it didn't work out well for some of us.
Now, where were you when I was in school and struggling with math?
I was still figuring out myself.
I know. Was it very important to target high school learners for this?
Yes, the reason why it's important is because there's actually prize money for this, and some of these kids, the difference between high school students now and high school students back then when we were growing up is that for us, there wasn't a desire to be heavily money orientated, because we were under the illusion of, oh, if I get my degree, no, I pass my grade 12, I get my degree, a job waits for me. But that's not the reality. Unfortunately, life doesn't work like that. And the kids of today, they're very aware of that. So that's why I've dealt with a few where they're about to leave high school, but while they're in high school, they want to make money so long. So for us is to really introduce a gaming mechanism and a gaming ecosystem in Namibia, starting off with the high school kids. If they can create these games, all of them that are creating games are winners, because at the end of the day, they have something on their portfolio. Yes, even if you don't win, you can still use this for yourself in terms of your portfolio, or in terms of if you need to work on game projects. Because I always tell people that when it comes to a competition, we all want to win, but at the end of the day, there is something called short-term winning and people that win long-term winning. It's like idols. If you think about idols, how many popular people from idols became big? If you look at America, only Jordan Sparks. If you look at South Africa, Shikenya became one of the biggest, and she didn't win either. So that's the whole idea of the gaming. Yes, there's going to be a winner at the end of the day. I'm not the judge of that. There's going to be a judge. But our role is still there to encourage the kids to say, look, just because you didn't win this, doesn't mean you should stop your idea, you should go further with it. So that's also what we're trying to implement to kids, not to give up, because most kids, they just give up when things don't work out.
Very inspiring stuff. What role does the MTC Namibia's brand play in the games, and how do you see that enhancing learning or creativity?
So MTC, as we all know, is a telecommunications company, and they have different arms that they focus on. But with MTC, obviously, they want there to be impact within kids' lives. And with game development being the industry that makes the most money in the world, MTC is also coming on board to say, let's support digital products, especially around gaming, so that we can ensure that we create an ecosystem in Namibia. Because the problem that we have in Namibia is that Namibia is the only country where I've seen that if the MSME businesses die, the economy won't be affected. But in Zambia, if they die, it cripple affects the whole economy. In South Africa, it's 50-50, but you get where I'm going. So where MTC is coming in is to say we support gaming in Namibia, and we're gonna push gaming. And if you see, they've done a lot for esports, which is console playing games, streaming, and all of that. So now it's time to get to the creation level, which is creating games and hopefully having games that that Namibians can play around, because you'd be surprised how many Namibians want to actually play Namibian games, but they don't know where to find them.
Was it very intentional to work with NAST and MTC for this particular project?
No, from my understanding, NAST and MTC have always been running game jams.
Oh, so you guys just came on board?
Yes, so we just came on board to sort of like really take it to the next level and make it very big and very inspiring, because I'm very excited to play the games that are going to be created by kids, because from what I've seen, Namibian kids are quite very talented with the work that they do. I just think that there isn't an opportunity for a platform. So now there's going to be a yearly platform where they can really display their skills.
Can you walk us through the incubation and mentorship process?
For this?
For this, yes.
Yes. So our idea is that the winning teams, the top 3 winning teams, we don't want this to be the biggest. I always say this: the biggest problems that we have in Namibia is that that's why I think it's not sustainable. Is that there is a prize money. Once you win it, there is no guidance as to how are you going to. From a startup perspective, from a corporate perspective, when startups win money, normally there isn't mentors around to mentor them where they go. So that's where you see a thing of like someone makes money, and then after a month or two the money is done, and then people are wondering, but where did the money go? But it's also a thing of like people haven't been trained how to use money. So, and that goes to which house background you come from. So with the incubation that we want to offer the students, and we will offer it hopefully, is during the game jam, they have 48 hours to develop a game. So that's a prototype. It's not like a full form of the game. So once they are done creating it, we would like to offer incubation where they are really learning to make this game very sustainable and very durable, to the stage where that this can be on Play Store and iStore, because those are the results. Because at EduGame we are results based. And because we are results based, we actually had Games of Change this year, where our students were actually able to create games. So be on the lookout for that. I'll invite you so that they can present their games to you.
Speaking of transformative work, what are some highlights that you have working with high school students in context of game design?
So I think the first year we started EduGame, second year rather. So our focus was always, we teach the child each aspect of gaming, because people think coding is gaming. No, gaming is just coding, whereas in coding is 20%. We teach them the world building side of it, which is architecture, and which translate to their subjects like arts and craft. And I know in the first level, they learn Game Maker Studio, where they learn length times breadth. So there's a thing like that in gaming as well, where it's like, oh, I remember this from gaming, and those sort of stuff. But I think in our first year, one of our students, a few of our students competed in the Innovation Bazaar, the NAST MTC, and I don't know if it was 2,000 or 4,000 that they walked away from, and those are things I like to see. But obviously for me, the highlight is them exhibiting at different events. And this year for me, I was very happy for them, because most of them were able to create a game in 6 hours as a group, as part of the Games for Change program, whereby they found themselves competing with kids from America, South Africa, Hong Kong, and all of that. So for me, that was the highlight, because they created really, really cool games. Some of it focused on food hunger, some of them focused on climate change. So I'm very excited for them to present those games. So I think but there is more exciting announcements coming in terms of our students, because I think the next announcement that's going to come is really going to take it to the next level. Because with these kids, it's always, we want to give them what we didn't have when we were in high school, and it's such opportunities.
Yeah, Nana, that leads me into my next question. What can we expect in terms of future projects from EduGame Namibia?
Yo, NDAs, eh?
NDAs, wow.
I'll say, be on the lookout from the month of August and September. August, September, and October, those are going to be 3 crucial months for EduGame. So if you have social media or Instagram, LinkedIn, be on the lookout. But I think I'm going to be coming back here soon, because I'm going to come and display what we've worked on and everything. But there are a couple of big things that are coming 3 months from now, especially for EduGame.
Oh, well, we'll definitely be on the lookout. Now, before I let you go, please let us know when the NUST MTC High School Game Design Jam is happening.
So originally, the NUST EduGame Game Design was supposed to be the 23rd and 25th of July, but we're going to move it to the following week. So we encourage all teachers to please enroll their students, and please don't deny children an opportunity to win 45,000 worth of prizes. So meaning that it's going to be broken up. First place, second place, third place, please.
Yeah, well, that sounds like, quite the prizes. Thank you so much.
Good.
We will be right back with more Smell the Coffee after this.
Bye.
And it's a wrap for today's episode. We'll see you again tomorrow.